Right, Kristian and Gustav, got you here ahead of the Ironman World Championships. We had a lot of fun last time. We're going serious this time. I've got some training questions for you. I see you've been doing a lot of heat prep, as always. Can you tell me about your heat prep for the World Champs this time around? I even saw you on the promenade the other day, fully clothed up in like winter gear.
You got us. That was like far back towards Antibes. We tried to do a little bit more like hidden away, but yeah, even though it's not going to be a super warm race, I think it's a little bit like you do with altitude. Like when you do altitude training, you train high and then you go low. And same if you do a little bit of training, we're like doing heat training and then you're racing in okay temperature, you still get that benefits of like it feels like easier, and also you have a little bit more blood plasma in the body, and yeah, that has been sort of the goal of the heat prep we've been doing over the last 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So done like a few sessions basically on the run, because that's where it's been the easiest to do it, like just getting dressed up like it's -5 degrees and raining outside, and it's still 25 degrees outside.
So is it like an intense 2-week block? Or is this something, do you have a protocol that you implement throughout the year and then you bring in something more intense towards the end?
No, now it's more like trying to do the heat training without it impacting the other training too much. Okay. So the muscle load, of course, is much lower because you can't run as hard like with impact, but you still get the heart load quite high up. Structure around it is kind of dumbed down a little bit and make it simpler and just do what's best for our day-to-day life. So that's why we usually do it on a run, because run is easier to get the temperature up, and then we do it on the like easier-ish runs outside of the hard runs. So yeah, we try to make it simple but effective.
Nice. So is the idea that you're banking all this great training without being affected by heat training, then in the latter stages you're just bumping it up a bit?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. Cool.
So nice. There goes the balance. Like if you're coming in with like good power, it's easier to do more heat training on the side. But if you feel that you're missing that power in the training, then maybe you have to sort of sacrifice a little bit. Like maybe do a little bit less heat training and just hope that you can survive the race play sessions.
Super. Okay. Well, talking of heat, then I know you've been developing a lot in terms of your suits and the kit that you're going to be wearing and racing it on and in. Have had a little sneak peek of your tri-suits, and there's been a couple of options. You want to tell me a little bit about those?
Yeah, so now from Surpass, I definitely have 2 different options. So I'm still not sure 100% what I'm going to use on race day, but we have opted for one similar-ish to the one we raced in Frankfurt, but even more optimized, definitely aero optimized, and the thermal regulations is insane as always. And the other one is even more focused on the thermals and maybe slightly less aerodynamic, but yeah, we haven't got the data on that fully, but yeah, it's kind of like a mesh opening at the front. So yeah, you have to see on race day what I'm using, because I'm not 100% decided.
I hear you're fully committed to the 4,000 hole suit.
Correct. So yeah, and also the surprise there were like how quicker that suit was actually over the suit we had in Frankfurt. Like it was like, I think it was 11 or 10 watts quicker. So it was meant to like help with the heat. It was actually getting like a really good performance on the aero side. So and the thing, we haven't tested like the aero potential cost of having that mesh in the front. So you were out, or Gustav was out testing it out to see if you felt anything different.
But it's very hard to feel aero, you know.
Does it feel better breathing in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the big plus. But then the aero cost and everything. So yeah, I have to decide.
Okay.
Hopefully before race day, because I don't want to do too much thinking on race day. But yeah.
So turning up to transition on race day with 2 suits still.
Yeah.
Cool. Talking about innovation, then you guys are always pushing it. Anything else going on? Anything cool that you've been testing and doing out here ahead of the race day that you can share?
No, I feel like we just do hard training now.
Okay. Haven't stripped weight for the bike?
No, I feel not too much.
Okay. All right.
Focusing more on lifting the power. Get over the climb.
Love
and
it.
then have the momentum for the downhill.
Love it. I mean, it's daft to me to ask how you're feeling ahead of race day, because obviously you're both feeling great, I'm sure. Gustav, obviously you've had great success on a similar course, the 70.3 course here. How are you feeling coming into this?
Yeah, it's been great coming back. The 7.3 course is maybe possibly even harder than this one because it's almost the same elevation over half the distance. But yeah, feeling pretty good. I had some really good run sessions. So Sunday we did 3 times 9K. And the last 9K was average 3:24, and I felt relaxed and smooth. So yeah, if that's going to be my race pace the last 10K, I think it's going to be a good race.
Cool.
That was the first run session I think he cracked me on since Hawaii 22.
Yeah.
So then
History repeats itself.
I
don't think so.
I was having to throw in the towel on that section and had to wait in the car for like 90 minutes until he and Casper were finishing their session. So
yeah, sounds like you're still getting over that one. But Kristian, what's it going to take to win on Sunday?
Power-wise, I need to be back down in these downtown around 8 minutes or less behind Sam Lidlow, and hopefully I will be having a good swim and I can sort of join him as he's trying to go aggressive on the bike, so I can sort of join him up to top of the first big climb, because if I'm there then I think he will start stressing a little bit. So I hope to be able to go quite aggressively on the first 2.5, 3 hours of the race.
Yeah. And you mentioned Casper obviously training with you regularly. What's it like, you guys training as a trio together? Because you know exactly how the other one is performing. Does that play mind games? Do you play mind games with one another?
We had a little bit of mind games the last 9K on the session on Sunday, but other than that, we're pretty chill about it. It's more like we're pretty certain of how we are standing against each other, but yeah, the others are definitely more of a question mark.
Awesome. But we've used Strava a lot, like when we've done our session and looked at when we were riding hard and tried to see how fast did I ride, like 10th of September 2023, like the guys we are following on Strava. So that's been giving like a little confirmation on.
I haven't seen you as active on Strava this time around with like zone 2 easy runs when you've actually done like 30k flat out. But
well, for 30k you can't really go too much more aggressive than zone 2, maybe zone 2 plus.
Well, I'm really excited to see you guys racing on Sunday. So thanks so much for today, and yeah, that's all.
Thank you.